So this is a very easy way to help you to learn whichever times table you're either finding tricky or one you don't know yet. What you need to do is along the top of your piece of paper, you need to write 1 times all the way across to 12 times. Then underneath, write out the times table that you wish to practice. So you can see here that I've chosen my 4 times table. Now you don't have to do this from memory, you can copy this down or maybe ask somebody in your house who knows that times table to do it for you. It might also help if you use the pattern sheet on our website to circle some patterns. So I know 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I can then see in my ones column, it then starts to repeat again. So it goes 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I can see the 4, 8, 2, 6, 0 in my ones column. All these things will help you to remember it. Now, what you need to do is you need to pick the times tables that you are going to try and remember from heart. So ones that you're not going to look at. Start with the easy ones. So for example, I'm going to choose 1 times 4 equals 4. And I know that 10 times 4 equals 40. I'm going to remember those two. So I'm going to draw a little line here to remind myself that they're the ones I'm going to remember. So I'm now going to cover it up and I'm only going to write down the ones I've chosen to remember. 1 times 4 is equal to 4. 10 times 4 is equal to 40. I'm then going to lift it up and I'm going to copy the others. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. 4 times 4 is equal to 16. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. 7 times 4 is equal to 28. 8 times 4 is equal to 32. 9 times 4 is equal to 36. 10 times 4 I'd remembered. 11 times 4 is equal to 44. And 12 times 4 is equal to 48. Now, this time I'm going to choose another one that I want to try and remember off by heart. I already know 1 times 4. I've already remembered 10 times 4. This time I'm going to remember 5 times 4. Now, I know that 5 times 4 is half of 10 times 4, so it's going to be 20. So again, that's the one I'm going to try and remember. So I'm going to cover them up. So 1 times 4 is equal to 4. 5 times 4, can't remember. It's okay, I'm going to do 10 times 4, which is 40. And then I know 5 times 4 is half of that, must be 20. Oh, got them right. And again, fill in your gaps. And then you keep going. This time you're going to pick another one that you might want to remember. Again, start with the easy ones first as it will help you with your confidence. So I'm now going to pick 2 times 4. I know that 2 times 4 is double 1 times 4. So I'm going to try and remember 8. Oh, here we go. I'm going to cover them up. So I know 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is double 1 times 4, so it's 8. 10 times 4 is 40, and half of 10 times 4 is 5 times 4, which is 20. And again, lift them up and fill in your blanks. Each time there'll be less and less that you are filling in because you'll have been remembering them. Okay. Now, this time, I think I'm going to have a go at remembering 6 times 4. I know that if I want to work out 6 times 4, I can work out what 5 times 4 is because I'm quite confident with my 5 times table. And I can add one more lot of 4 to get me to 24. That will help me to remember it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Remembering those strategies each time. So 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is double 1 times 4 to give me 8. 10 times 4 is 40. 5 times 4 is half of 10 times 4, 20. And then 6 times 4 is one more lot of 4 than 5 times 4, 24. Lift it up, check you've got them right, and fill in your gaps. 44, 48. Okay, now I'm going to remember 9 times 4. I can work out my 9 times 4 if I know 10 times 4, because 10 times 4 is 40, and then I can take away one lot of 4 to give me 9 times 4. Right, 9 times 4 is 36. Here we go. I'm going to draw my lines to remind me which ones I'm going to be remembering. I'm going to cover them here. Okay. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8, double 1 times 4. 10 times 4 is 40. 9 times 4 is one lot of 4 less, 36. 5 times 4 is half of 10 times 4, 20. 6 times 4 is one more lot of 4, 24. Oh, brilliant. I'm almost there. I'm going to fill in my gaps. 48. Okay, the next ones I'm going to do is 11 times 4, and I might even try 12 times 4 in the same go, because I can notice the pattern with 1 times 4 and 2 times 4. The ones are the same, so that will help me to remember it. Okay, here we go. 1 times 4 is 4. Double that is 2 times 4 to give me 8. 10 times 4 is 40. I'm going to remember my pattern. 11 times 4 is 44. 12 times 4 is 48. 5 times 4 is half of 10 times 4. Add on a lot of 4 for 6 times 4. 9 times 4 is one lot less, 36. I've almost learnt my 4 times table. I would now only need to remember the last 4. I'm now going to try and remember my 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. 4, 8, 12. Okay. Here we go. So I know it's 4, double that's 8, then 12. 5 times 4 is 20. Add on a lot of 4, 24. 10 times 4 is 40. Remembering my pattern, 44, 48, one lot less, 36. I've now got my last 3 that I need to do. You would then continue this for your last 3 until you can then remember them all when they are covered. And if you practice doing it like this every day, you will very quickly be able to recite your times table. And remember, when you're first learning your times tables, it's absolutely fine that you're learning them in order. Don't try and muddle them up until you're really secure in knowing them in order.